Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Black Geeks. This week, I am your host, Darth Geekonius. I'm back here with my fellow geeks. Making
Yeah. Yeah.
We're doing this?
Yeah.
Yo. I'm Darth Geekonius. Let me stop.
Somebody
Nah, my flow ain't what it used to be. I'm old, I'm rusty.
You the Al Bundy of rapping?
We trying to keep this show clean, so I don't know. I might get ODB up in here, or whatever.
Darth Geekonius is the Al Bundy of rapping.
Whatever. So, like I said, you got Darth Geekonius on the mic. You got King Face on the 1 and 2s. And
Yeah.
And you got Pop the Hype Man.
Yeah, boy.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. We're so happy that you are here. I'm not effervescent like last week's host, but I am here to correct the wrongs. So we're going to go ahead, and we normally start this show with a segment we call Sith News. And Sith News, for those of you who don't know, it's basically news by yours truly. Articles and stuff I've been reading all week and just said, you know what, I'm going to share it with everybody because everybody not as big of a news junkie as I am. So consider this more like a service. A bad service, but a service nonetheless. So getting right into Sith News, and no, we do not have any music.
Stop. You see,
What? Here we go.
you can't keep doing this to us.
I will keep doing this.
Nah. Then we're gonna have to act a fool because if we can't have music, then we need to have some foolish.
What?
We need music.
There's a face, an extra face.
Yeah, I saw it.
Peeking, like literally. I just see.
I seen the head.
I see. What is this?
His eyes in half a fro.
Who is that? Is that?
Who is that masked man?
It's a bird. Oh! Oh! No!
Oh, buddy. All right, here we go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, feeling it. Ooh. I'm sorry.
Did Baba Rob just crash the show
With Go-Go.
With Go-Go.
See, you had your shot, but then you're going to let him come on and do Go-Go. You need to get your stuff together, Geekonius. We need music. Music is the key to the soul.
I've been living in D.C. way too long if I can jam along with Go-Go now.
Oh, my God. Did he just say that? Take that hat off.
Never!
Take that hat off, talking reckless like that. Well, welcome to the show.
You can't wear the hat anyway.
I don't want to wear the hat. How about that?
Yes, you do. You all want to wear the hat.
Welcome to the show, Baba Rob.
Thank you very much, sir. How are you doing this evening?
I am fine. I know what you're doing.
You don't know what I'm doing.
You knew that I had planned to come and talk some heavy-duty trash tonight. So you wanted to throw me off so I'm all messed up and don't know what to do.
I heard rumors that somebody was striking back, so I didn't want to miss the strike back. And then again, if you were going to strike back on what happened last week, I want to make sure that I was here for the striking of the back.
I didn't really necessarily, I would say I was going to like strike back. I just had a couple comments, that's all.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, please.
Oh, you know what we need then. We know what we need. It's on and popping. Uh-oh, it's on and popping. You know what we need. Yeah. Let's get it.
Woo! Is that what we're doing?
Hey, look.
Cue up the Mortal Kombat theme music. All right. Let's go ahead and get into Sith News. I'm certain we'll have some discussions based on some of the things that I am going to present. So, in comic book news, A lot of people were not cool with the idea of there being a female Thor, but guess what? It's now being reported that the female Thor comic is outselling the old Thor comic by 30%. So it must be something to having a female Thor. AT&T is upset that you will not let them look at your information. So if you tell them not to collect data, they want to charge you a $29 privacy fee. Isn't that awesome? The FDA.
Stop.
I knew you was going on. I knew you weren't going to let that slide.
T-Mobile sounding better and better right now.
I'm supposed to pay you
to not collect my data.
To not collect my data?
Pretty much.
Shouldn't you be paying me to collect my data? Since I'm paying for the service, it's mine.
Well, AT&T.
Well, I swear.
AT&T. That's all I can say. The FDA has decided that, those new genetically modified apples and potatoes that don't get bruised and don't turn orange and brown, all that stuff, they're saying those things are safe to eat. So,
on what planet?
Planet America.
I mean, what about all the studies that's coming out with the mice and chronic diseases and obesity and all that stuff? This in the mice studies.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just asking. I mean, how is obesity and diabetes safe?
Listen, do you guys
chronic organ failure? How is that safe?
Well, do you guys have your shotguns and guns and grenades ready? I got it.
Well, you're gonna need a lot of them.
I'm not gonna answer that question.
This is how it starts.
Yeah, I don't know if we should really be answering that question on
It has begun.
How many of you guys out there are fans of Spotify, Pandora, stuff like that? I know a lot of you are. Well, it looks like, music labels are trying to get Spotify to slow it down with all that free streaming business. They're saying, Spotify, Radio, Pandora, all that free stuff is too much. We need to start charging people for this music all the time. So stand by. Looks like that's going to come crashing down as the music labels decide they need to pay some money for your streaming music services. I know this isn't quite Sith news, but I had to share it because it was kind of funny. Suge Knight. We all know Suge Knight, don't we? Everybody knows Suge.
Welcome to Death Row.
Well, it looks like Suge Knight, for those of you who have been following the story, he was in an incident where he ran over a couple of people whom he said was trying to jack him and set him up, and this was self-defense. Well, it looks like he was trying to get bail, and the judge said it's going to be $25 million to get bail. And Suge's response to that, he fainted. So, yeah.
Listen,
I highly encourage everyone to Google Suge Knight fainting in court.
You know what?
See that big Joker face? It was worth clicking that video like 50 times. I'm gonna
tell you something right now. I'm glad that happened, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you hear a lot of stuff in that part of the world, Hollywood and all that stuff, and it doesn't seem like those people are real, right? They seem fake. Now, if you told me Miles bail was $25 million, I'm gonna faint too. I don't know what planet someone says you're going to federal prison. If you want to get out, it's $25 million, and you're supposed to be like, oh, man, that's crazy. You see what I'm saying? If you got any other reaction than to be like $25 million, like you look like one of those characters off of Knockout Kings that just lost all their life. Just that's what should happen. That's what should happen.
Yo, Suge had a Fred Sanford moment.
That is the proper response.
Fatality.
So
Thank
now,
God, Elizabeth. Oh.
if anything, dude just seems more like a real person now in my eyes. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. You ain't hard enough to stand up to that $25 million. Like, I'm an OG, son. Nah, $25 million.
Continuing with Sith News. In science news, it looks like there's a new Alzheimer's treatment that fully restores memory function. Of all the mice that have been treated in this study so far, 75% of them got their memory back. They're hoping to do human trials in the next couple of years. So it looks like we're getting closer to defeat Alzheimer's. That's awesome.
So I mean, how did they test that? They're like, okay, so what is your Google password, Mr. Mouse? Okay, now what is your Facebook password? Now what is your Spotify password? So if you can get them to test the number of passwords they can remember, then that's legit. But it's just a matter of, okay, I remember which way to run. Let's see. I think the cheese is, last time the cheese was that way. Hold on, I'm gonna go that way. So let's see what happens.
Well, Rob, to be perfectly honest, that's actually pretty accurate to you.
Oh, I know.
How many of y'all know all y'all passwords off the gate?
Oh, nah.
Listen, have you ever seen Danger Mouse? He knew what he was doing. With all this, you know what's crazy?
Dude love Danger Mouse.
No, you know what's crazy? With all this health news, with all this stuff, when we're saying like somebody has figured all this stuff, this doesn't surprise me. None of this stuff is surprise. Is anybody blown away by all of these revelations? Because to me, I'm figuring they probably had this all done a long time ago. It's probably just got so common now that us common folk is hearing about it. But the reality is, I think that they could do a lot. I mean, Bob Rob knows. He was paying attention to my Twitter feed. You already seen where we was at. You get the Trent. Can I say the word? Can I say the word? Because it's not a cuss word.
No. Yeah, okay, you can say the word.
I can say the word. I mean,
we won't be able to monetize this episode if you say it, but you can't
Why
say
not?
it.
You heard our money.
Okay, how about this? How about I don't say the word? I don't say the word, but I use the term.
We're up to about a quarter now. I think
So I'll put it to you this way. We've already had our first in Africa, started in Africa, had our first successful Peter. See how I did that? Transplant.
You can say that. You talked about that last week. You could say that because technically that word is in the dictionary.
There you go. Our first real Peter transplant.
What?
Went down last week in Africa. It's going down. It's real in these streets.
Look how excited he is right now.
No. I'm actually wanting to hear this story now.
There's a lot of folk. I'm not one of them. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. But there's a lot of people in this world who is not happy with their lot in life. And now,
upgrade you.
And now,
you lying.
Check my Twitter feed. Listen, for all those who doubt what I'm saying, go to @KingFace or @KFace on Twitter.
So
roll down my Twitter news.
Let me.
Hey, I'm about to retweet that joint anyway. I'm gonna retweet it right now on the Black Geeks feed.
Listen,
why would you do that?
Okay, so
let me get this
technology.
right. So let me get this right. If you had an iPod like this,
yes,
but you decided you wanted something like this,
or something like this, and all you got to do is go to Africa and get it popping.
Get your upgrade.
Well,
get your upgrade.
Now, I
guess I'm alright then, huh?
Does this count?
I'm just saying.
Does this count for every race, or do you, at the prerequisite, you have to be black? I mean, you are going to Africa, so who's the donor?
I'm not going to touch that one.
Who's
that alone?
Who's the donor?
Who's the donor?
Are we gonna have a bunch of? Are we gonna have a bunch of people from Britain? You know, two-tone.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Who said the donor was human? I just report the news as I see it. I don't know anything in their natural mind, but you do have people who do put down who checked the box. I want to be an organ donor. I'm not that guy. Because zombies, listen, and it's not because I'm shady. If zombies do come back, I don't want to come back missing stuff. I want to be whole. You might figure it out, and we might all be able to come back to normal. And the last thing I want to do is like, I ain't got an eye or Peter. That'd be a tragedy. So, just saying.
So you're not putting yourself down for the Peter transplant?
Hold up. Honestly, as the guy on the line here who's actually named Peter, I'm kind of offended right now.
Cody, better keep it moving, bro.
I'm feeling some kind of way.
Okay. Moving right along.
Oh, Lord.
In gaming news, we got a couple things in gaming news. Elder Scrolls Online has gone free to play. Yay, free to play.
Saw that coming.
Also, Mortal Kombat X, we had some announcements. They had said that there was going to be some special guest characters, and they had already revealed Jason Voorhees. So now, this week, they have confirmed that the Predator will also be joining Mortal Kombat X.
Didn't they do that before?
They did.
Put the Predator?
They had Freddy Krueger.
All right, so yeah, they have Freddy Krueger, and they've done stuff like that before. Now, am I thinking of? No, I'm not thinking of. I'm thinking Mortal Kombat. What game was it that had Darth Vader or?
That was
It was two people. It was depending on if you had Xbox or PlayStation.
It's the sword game. What's the sword fight?
Was it Soul Calibur?
Soul Calibur, yeah.
So it was Darth Vader if you had PlayStation. What was it if you had Xbox?
Yoda.
Nah.
Yo,
Yeah,
speaking of Vader,
it was because I had Yoda.
I finally saw.
And then there was another
Star Wars Rebels. The season finale.
Yeah.
That joint was thorough.
I told you.
That joint was thorough.
I told you. That joint was hot.
I'm just now starting to catch up on things, so I'm finally caught up on Gotham. I'm caught up on Flash. Caught up on Star Wars Rebels. And
what about Arrow?
Wait.
Dude, it's going to take me to summertime to catch up on Arrow.
Before we go off on a tangent, because I'm just curious about this. So, is any one of y'all going to buy this new Mortal Kombat, though?
I am.
No.
Is that done for you? Like fighting games?
Yeah. Because I mean, fighting games. Yeah, no, fighting games aren't my thing.
Have you ever played fighting games?
Yeah, I mean, I played back in the day. I played Tekken, and I love Tekken. I played Street Fighter, but I mean, since a lot of that stuff didn't come out for the PC until recently. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about like when I was an arcade head, I played it. You know, when I had 6 buttons. But you know, I don't play it much anymore. But I must say, I've seen the trailers for it, and it's pretty daggone impressive.
Well, this is what I propose. Now, I'm going to give this a caveat. It is. When I say it, it's not as bad as it sounds. Don't do what y'all normally do when I say stuff and try to play it like I'm the bad guy.
Which mean we're about to do it.
Because y'all think just like I do. People, don't let them play y'all like they all innocent and I'm just the dirtbag, because it's not like that. But this has nothing to do with it.
Here we go.
What I was going to say is I got Steam. You got Steam. Yes? Geekonius?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have.
All right, so because to me, the reason why I don't play these fighting games as much because I don't have the allure like I used to.
It's not going to be on Steam though.
What?
Oh,
no, you just skipped one thing for me.
Mortal Kombat is a console.
Hold up. So let me finish the statement because it still could work. Okay. What I was going to say is we do have all these accounts, and we are our own unit. The Black Geeks, and every gaming console, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever, I use the same name. We could do our own little challenge, if you will, because I know there's only a handful of people on planet Earth that can get with me in these fighting games. I'm telling you that right now. So I know the allure of playing some of these games is because you don't have the community about playing people, but we can all get it in together. You, anybody, and everybody that's listening to this show, and everybody out on the Twitterverse. I wish I was just watching the Kings of Comedy the other day, and I was watching Said the other joint when he was talking about we have the wish factor. I wish any of y'all would challenge us right now to a game, a Mortal Kombat or Tekken or anything, and let's get it on. We can do it. We can set it up. We can do our own bracket challenge.
Time out. I am not part of that crap right there.
Why not?
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I am beast mode in some of these fighting games, in particular Street Fighter. That's my joint. And Killer Instinct. I know I can dominate many people, but you don't understand what's going on out there in the world.
I do actually. I play all that.
This is not the 90s anymore where you go in the arcade and beat the hell out of people. There are 6-year-olds out there that will work you.
I spent no, let me put you, let me school you the game.
There ain't nothing worse.
I spent not this month.
Kids about something. In a minute, Mom.
Hold on, check this out. Listen, check this out. Hear me clearly.
Okay.
And it wasn't this month. Last month, I just decided to dust off my Tekken. Spent like 10 hours on Tekken Online, giving cats the business. It took me 2 hours because I forgot certain characters. I used to be able to use 6 characters flawlessly, and I had to get back into it. But once I got into it, I was giving work. Okay? So, I'm just saying, I want to have fun with these games again, because we talk about some of these
games.
Rob, tweet that. King Face has said he gonna whoop everybody but.
No, I said we together.
Make it clear that these statements here on the show clearly expressed are those of K-Face and not of the entire crew.
At K-Face.
Listen, we need to start our own movement, because some of these games, like I said, this should be a bigger deal, like, you know, the Mortal Kombats and all that stuff, but it's not a bigger deal because ain't nobody playing nobody. You don't have as much fun playing yourself. When you guys did Injustice, you guys bought that game and it was hot for like 2 minutes. And it should have been hot for a longer time, because to me, Injustice is probably one of the best fighting games to come out since Mortal Kombat.
Well, it was Mortal Kombat.
And that's what I'm saying. But in all truth, that's why I said since Mortal Kombat. You said it, not me. But what I was saying,
I mean, it's by them.
But what I'm saying, it was fun.
Ed Boon is actually behind the Injustice joint.
It was fun. Yeah. But it should have got more traction. But one of the reasons why it did is because people don't play each other like we used to. And so in the online,
that's just the thing with fighting games in general these days.
But you know, Mortal Kombat was hot for years. Even after it came out, like I was in college going through it. Every day we used to play at least 20 people.
I think the gaming. I mean, this is completely off topic, and we didn't plan to talk about this. But I think the gaming scene is just different. It's too much. I'll give you an example of what I mean by too much. So I'll get the time I used to get to game, but I had some time late last night, like literally late last night, like between 2 and 4 in the morning. And I said, well, hell, I need to try to finish this Dragon Age. I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition since what? Since it came out. When did that joint come out? November?
At least. Yeah, it was last year sometime.
I'm not even close to beating that game. I recently got Tomb Raider a couple of weeks ago. Not even past the first 20%. And then my crazy ass finally bought Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm going to tell you right now, there ain't no way on earth I'm ever going to beat that. The game is too much. It's too massive. So now you got Mortal Kombat coming out, and you say to yourself, you got Battlefield Hardline, you got Mortal Kombat, you got Grand Theft Auto, Tomb Raider, you still got your driving games like Forza, you got your sports games like NBA 2K5. I mean, you had so much 2K15. I mean, you got so much stuff out there that I don't think any one gamer can focus on a game. And then you got MMOs. God help you if you play MMOs. Because, you know.
I need to interject one thing real quick, because I'm about to send this tweet out, and King Face, I'm going to send it to you so you can check it out. You know, to your point about people not playing each other much anymore, please understand that there are tournaments around the globe. So, and that's why when that cat over there in the white shirt instead of a black one, I don't get what's going on with that, but I'll leave that alone. When you say people don't play each other, there are major tournaments with major money being put down for people playing games like Mortal Kombat, like other fighting games. So yeah, people are still playing each other. You're right. It's not the same. It's not quite the same. But like, there are controllers out there with joysticks and 6 buttons that you can buy for most game systems now, because people are that deep in it. I mean, customized. So it is still out there like that. And I mean, you can check out that video I sent you from the EVO tournament. These folks are serious, and these cats are all different ages. It's incredible.
This shirt is gray. It's the light that's like projecting on it. So
Oh, I'm just kidding.
it's a
I'm
gray.
just saying.
It's a gray
Look,
hashtag
robot.
blurred.
Look, robot. All I'm saying.
But you can also purchase on our website any color you want. Hashtag blurred. But I was going to say, I think what King Face is getting at is your everyday people.
Yeah.
What I've noticed is these fighting games is that most of these guys, it is a sport. They play for the simple fact they're trying to get in these tournaments, and that's why you get these little kids up there. You just trying to play some casual Street Fighter, and you feel like one of the Korean kids that came in the arcade on your ass on a Saturday afternoon when you've been working the whole arcade. Not that I have any hard feelings about Korean kids. I'm just putting it out there. If you were in New Jersey, where I'm from, in the 90s, you had this little dark-skinned kid named Rob, and I was working that arcade until the Asian dude showed up, and it was over for everybody. You know, I don't know what that's about. I'm not trying to be racial, but I'm just telling you what it was like in Jersey. It was like, and I think it happens in a lot more places than Jersey. It was just like they would come in and wear your ass out, and you'd be like, I thought I was good. That's what's happening right now. It's real in them streets. You go on multiplayer, it's just like doing a first-person shooter. You go on there thinking you're going to play Call of Duty or Battlefield. As soon as you log in, some 8-year-old pops you right between the eyes.
Yep.
It's like,
Yep.
and you could go in there and be like, yeah, I know tactics. I did this in real life. You can do that if you want.
That's the truth.
And, you know, I play Battlefield. I'm a pilot. That's what I do. I fly helicopters. I don't shoot nothing. I just fly around. I've mastered the helicopter, and that's all I do.
Yeah, and it's real crazy when you're playing a game like Battlefield, and all of a sudden you hear somebody, "Hey guys, I need a gunner. Anybody can be my gunner." I'm like, who the hell? Who's 12-year-olds up playing Battlefield at 2 a.m.? I mean, it really wigs you out when you
hear. 12 is kind
it.
of old for the Battlefield scene. 12 is kind of old.
I know. I'm just saying. It just really catches you off guard because you play with a person and you just game and all of a sudden they actually like call out for backup and support and they speak and you're like, wow, you're young. But
Right.
I don't judge. As long as you can run a gun and you actually play as a team, fine. I don't care.
Ain't nothing worse than getting cussed out by like an 8-year-old because you ain't picking up your weight. You know. Deconius, what are you doing?
Hey guys, Deconius, we got to get rid of this guy. We need. Hey,
Yeah.
guys, is Tony online? Is Tony online? See if we can kick this guy from the group. This freaking.
Who's this Darth geek
Tony.
whatever?
Giannis?
A name like that, Darth Deconius. He sucks. Get somebody else. Is Tony online?
And you know what?
Guys,
And you
get
know what?
Tony on.
And you know what? I do suck. That's right. I suck in Halo multiplayer, Destiny multiplayer. I suck in every one of those first-person multiplayers except Battlefield, where I'm an awesome helicopter pilot. If you need someone to ferry you around back and forth, I could do that for the whole mission without crashing.
I'm the point capper. I'm the guy that jumps out of your helicopter and I cap points and then run to the next. So yes, I love you guys. I love you guys. You can keep the helicopter up. I'm on your squad and I'll be jumping out of your helicopter all the time to cap points.
So let me get this right, because y'all know I'm what you would call a casual gamer. So you guys have fully admitted that you're getting your clocks clean or getting work by people from the age from 6 to 12, but Face is on here calling folks out.
Whoa.
I'm just trying to understand this right here.
Slow down, baby. Hold on. See, two things.
One. Don't ever call me baby.
Next. Hold on. First of all,
It's a line.
yeah. First of all, you gotta understand the games, because not 6-year-olds ain't dominating every game. That's a fact. Okay, just because they dominate a handful of games, don't mean they dominate all games. My son plays Call of Duty. My son will probably work everybody on this screen, but he ain't dealing with me in Madden. It's not happening. He's not dealing with me in Mortal Kombat. He's not dealing with me in Street Fighter. He ain't dealing with me in Knockout Kings. It's not gonna happen. They can do the shooter games because that's all they want to do. In fact, that's the most. They can't handle some of the stuff like Mortal Kombat. They're not there yet.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, I don't think they'll ever get there.
You know why? And, it's funny you should mention that. I think I know why. It's because it requires more skill.
Exactly.
And I know someone's going to cuss me out on Twitter for saying that.
You about to get a couple of underwear.
For saying that, but
underwear commandos is going to get you right now.
These first-person shooters, what I've noticed is a lot of these kids and people in general who play them, there's no strategy, there's no technique. They just run and gun, run and shoot, run and shoot, run and shoot. People like me try to play these games with strategy. We're trying to find cover. We're thinking of it too realistically. And so we're trying to think it through, but these kids are just popping you as soon as you get in. Whereas the fighting games and the sports games, you actually have to do technique, strategy to try to figure it out. And, like my kids, they could probably beat me in every first-person shooter there is. But the moment they put on a fighting game, they get destroyed.
You know what it's like?
I haven't played a Capcom fighting game in months. The moment they put in Marvel vs. Capcom and beg me to play, I keep saying, do you want to do this? I'll sit here all afternoon, and none of y'all are going to beat me. I'm going to have like 50 wins to 0. And they be like, yeah. And they be like, who you going to pick? I be like, you pick the person for me. Because they don't understand fighting.
You know what it's like?
Strategy.
It's like playing poker with poker chips with no cash behind it. Everybody could be a beast poker player if you do that. Everybody could be a beast poker player if you do that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not foolish enough to say, hey guys, let's go back in the day. Let's get a golden eye, and we're gonna work everybody in the room. I ain't stupid. Me and Geekonius played that game with Halo, and I was thoroughly upset how easily we was getting headshotted.
We was getting worked.
And it was like,
oh my God.
It was sitting there like you walk in and it was like,
I wish we could have recorded that. that. What is this?
going on? It was like the joint with the screen would form. It would say go pop, and it was like, give me a chance. Let me get my foot in first. And you hear these little kids. This old guy doesn't know what's going on.
Mortal Kombat. Halo Guardians is coming out later this year. I would have to suggest that we record me and King Face playing. We have a tradition. We've been playing Halo together since like Halo 2, the whole campaign, and then we've attempted multiplayer. King Face is hilarious playing Halo. He'll be like, I hit him! I swear to God, I hit him! Oh my God, I hit him twice! He didn't You have got to see that.
Because these kids, all they do is talk and practice cheat codes. That's another thing. They know the cheat codes. I hear my son all the time, I got the cheat code for such and such. I say, I know it. I know it wasn't just me. Because I'm telling you right now, I shot you. Look, listen.
Yo, you can actually watch his blood pressure go up and his blood come off his head now.
Hold on.
You can see it.
Listen. I'm going to tell you a quick story because I don't want to take all day with this. And if my mother listening, she going to start laughing right out the gate. Because when she used to tell the story, I thought I didn't understand it until I got around some of these little kids. And I was like, I could see how that happened. When I was younger, me and my uncle used to play cops and robbers all the time. Running around the background, we used to just play cops and robbers with the gun. Bang, 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 right? But my uncle was like we are. He was like, I'm not losing to this little kid. I'm finna get this dude, right? So he would run up on me and for real hide in the bushes. And I'm a kid just running around. Where you at? I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. And he would jump out from behind the bush and go, bang. And I'd turn around and be like, you missed. This dude for real want to fight me? For real want to fight me? Like, I didn't miss. I just shot you in the head. Like, no, you didn't. You missed. Bang. You're dead. Put that gun down. You ain't make me miss. You got shot in the face. You stupid. Listen. Until we played Halo together, I didn't understand what he was going through until we played Halo. Because I'm telling you right now, I was shooting them dudes in the head. I was capping them. I would sit there in sight, shoot them in the head, and they would just turn around and kill me. That's some Frabernacle bull donkey.
What?
That's bull.
Just go with it.
Okay?
Just go with it.
Somebody tweet that. Frabernacle bull donkey or whatever you said.
Well, I'm just saying. That's what that is, and that's why those games get on my nerves. And then it's not so much that they cheat. It's not so much that I shot them and then they shoot me first. It's that they talk all that ish. They talk so much. It is at some point.
Don't you just want to get a belt?
Oh.
It just
And then they talk like, you ain't gonna do nothing, punk. I'd be like, oh, you
okay.
little-
I'm gonna end it at this. There's a video I posted on Facebook on my Darth Deconian's Facebook page. I'm going to find out how to get that video off Facebook, and I'm going to tweet it. It's this 60-some-odd-year-old guy playing Call of Duty. He is sitting in his living room playing Call of Duty, and some of what we're talking about is happening. And it is so hilarious to watch this old man go freaking bananas over these kids kicking his butt. At one point in the video, my favorite part, I guess the kid must have said, hey, dude, I'm a kid. Because he yells, I don't care if you're a kid. He's like cussing the guy out. It's hilarious. You got to see this. This guy is the epitome of what happens when you're an older person playing a first-person shooter with these little kids who, for whatever reason, are getting Xbox and PlayStation controllers, in the crib. That is insane. Y'all need to stop it. You bad parents out there. That's the problem. These kids should not be playing these games till they get to their first year of college. Stop it. Protect us older gamers.
Hold up. Time out. Pause. I've seen what your kids play.
Shut up. This ain't about me.
You hypocritical son of so-and-so.
This ain't about me.
Your kids been playing. What was it? What was it? Call of Duty? What's your youngest? How old is your youngest? He started playing when he was like 5.
Look at Linda, look it. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Moving right along.
Every time I come to your house,
look it. Linda, look it. We're not talking about that right now, okay? What we gonna do?
Stop being hypocritical.
We actually gonna finish a segment. We were doing a segment, believe it or not. We were. And this has become the let's just riff off the articles segment. So we're not even gonna call this Sith News. This is Black Geeks News tonight. So
I'm gonna ask another question though. Because
you ain't even got the rest of these articles yet, but go on.
No, we head into the summer movie season. Is March 22nd right now. May 1st is
Avengers, baby.
Age of Ultron. So what up, man? We getting these tickets? We need to get these advanced tickets. Gotta make sure we make this happen.
You know what? We shouldn't be doing this on the air, but I text y'all Bammers like 3 weeks ago. It was like, we need to get these tickets now.
Whoa!
Be left in the lurch.
The tickets weren't even on sale, homeboy. Sorry.
That ain't the point. The point was
the ticket. You couldn't buy them. What do you mean? That's not the point? That they weren't for sale. What does it matter?
You know what he just did?
They weren't for sale.
Yo, look, this dude trying to play us on. He trying to play us in front of all these people. He trying to play us in front of all these people.
Rob, what you say about those tickets?
I said at the time.
It doesn't matter what you said about that.
It doesn't matter. Fair enough.
Oh, God. Y'all guys. Let me just say, I was not on the show last week. These guys are crazy. For those of you who are watching this, if you think this is remotely funny, you need to watch last week's episode. These guys...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was I even there? What
Dude, I literally can't remember last week's show.
Yeah.
God, last week. I don't remember.
Pass the plate.
Oh my God! Y'all, when they went in, okay, hold on. When they went in,
Jesus said, "Pass the plate."
When they went in on Creflo Dollar,
we went in.
Well, hold.
I thought I would die laughing when I went in.
You know what?
Creflo Dollar.
Hold up. Wait up. Who? You got the tambourine pie bender? Because I think I'm getting communication.
Oh God! Yo, that's it. We are going to get the ghost.
We should do something about. We need a collection for these Age of Ultron tickets.
Jesus said we need money for Ultron tickets.
Hey, the people who listen to the show.
All right, here we go.
To give us Age of Ultron tickets. Everybody, hook it up. Hold on, I'm hearing it. Oh Lord.
Is this happening right now?
It's too much information.
Is this really happening right now? All right.
Andrew, all
Okay.
Oh Lord. I just,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know what just happened just now.
I don't have any idea. Was I even there?
Was I even there? What just
I
happened?
don't know. No clue.
ladies and gentlemen,
A lot of breath.
on behalf of the Black Geeks,
I need a program to fan with. Someone got a program?
on behalf of the Black
I need a
Geeks,
program.
I have to say that we do need 300,000 of y'all to give us. I'm gonna tell you right now, we are way more entertaining than Creflo Dollar, and I'm just going to put it out there, Creflo. I think they can get the spirit better watching us, you know, because the Church of Geek, you know. I mean, Age of Ultron, you know.
That's how we should do
Y'all
movies.
remember Spider-Man? and when I talk about the Mortal Kombat, I think about the fatality and
And if you a red-blooded American, you see the Scarlet Witch and you go, whoo!
And don't forget about the Force Awakens, your Blu-ray edition of The Hobbit.
Oh, Lord, amen.
Oh, Stanley.
Apple Watch. Can I get a witness? Where's your iPhones in the air? Where's your iPhones in the air? Even your droids if you got them. All right. Some of y'all gonna send us some hate mail, and that's okay. Because if we're not getting hate mail, we're not doing something right.
Listen, if you're not hating, you ain't trying.
Exactly. So next week we'll pick another religion to make fun of. How about that?
Let's be honest here. We're not making fun of religion. We're making fun of Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar don't equal religion.
Why we got the church organs? Don't do it, Rob.
Oh, is it happening again? Is it happening again? Is it happening again?
Yo, Giacone is about to do a backflip.
Woo!
Oh, okay. All right.
When I think about Steve Jobs and all he's done for me, I think about my iPhone and my iPad.
Now, see, now he having a for real Creflo moment because it's all self-promotion right here. It has nothing to do with the rest of us.
I'm sorry. It's just when I see the apple and all the blessings it has done for me, I just get so excited. It makes me want to dance. That's all I'm saying. Whew.
Oh, boy.
And in case y'all wondering, in gasoline underwear. That's probably what's gonna happen. In gasoline windbreaker pants. And the old school Sherlins. We're gonna have a Sherlin jacket on. We're gonna be dipped in gasoline. That's probably how we're going. All right, we only got a few minutes here, believe it or not. And I'm gonna try to get through some of these news articles. I think they're actually interesting. Or not. Anyway, so Tesla looks like they're ready to start the new age, y'all. They're going to do a software update to their electric cars, particularly the Model S. Later this year, Elon Musk said they're going to be doing an update that's going to allow the car to be driving by itself. So while we were waiting for driverless cars, it looks like Tesla has already built the software in their cars to do that. And with the push of a button, they're going to download software to all their cars, and people will be able to do selfless driving. So welcome to that. I'm certain it's better than what I'm already seeing on the Beltway here in the D.C. area.
That's what I'm saying. You want to talk about praise Jesus? That's real. That's real.
Are we praising Elon Musk now? In Windows news, and this is pretty interesting actually if you've been following this, Windows 10, Microsoft has said that everyone who has Windows 8 currently on their computers will be able to upgrade to Windows 10 for free, even if you got Windows 8 in a way that Microsoft doesn't quite approve of.
Now, who would do that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't, I don't know. You know, I'm just putting out there.
Skip 9.
Yeah, let's not get back.
Yeah, that doesn't even.
Let's not even. That
No,
was so.
no,
that
Windows
was so,
9. Windows 9 is like
September. That was so September. Let's not go back down that road.
around the same place as Ang Lee's Hulk.
Oh, see.
It's there, but it isn't there.
I'm going to move on. So you know,
these are not the windows that you're looking for.
AMC is doing another pilot based on a comic book, and it's Vertigo Comics Preacher comic book. I have not read the comic book, but apparently it's really good. And they have cast Ruth Negga as one of the female leads. For those of you who don't know who she is, she plays Raina on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, she's going to be leading. And apparently the character who she's going to be playing is actually Caucasian, so there's some drama there.
I hope that's actually a good show. And it's crazy because I'm going to hate her character right on to come out. There's nothing personal. I just, when you play a bad guy first, it takes a while for you to be something other than a bad guy. Like, I know the chick that plays Cersei played in other movies before, but I hadn't noticed.
Yeah,
I hadn't noticed.
But now it's too late.
Now when I see, I'm like, damn.
F you.
Yeah. or the dude that played, the dude, and I understand, like the dude that played, Joffrey. It's gonna take a minute if you try to do something else.
It's a good thing he decided to not act anymore. So did the boy who played Malfoy.
That's a real testament to how good of an actor or actress that person is.
I think you are. I think it is.
You can't see them as another character because they were so good at the last one they were in. But for old girl to play Raina, yeah, I'm about to check out anything she in. Keeping it 100.
Speaking,
I told you I want the only dirtbag on here.
Oh, wow,
dude, you did read my banner, right? It does say Edo Senin. Like, you do know what that means, right?
Let's pretend like I don't speak Japanese.
Let's pretend for a moment that we only speak English. How about,
Oh, man.
I mean,
better yet, it's probably better if you don't translate it.
Yeah.
Well, if you read Naruto, then you know what that means.
Put that in the regular, like, Google in our personal chat. So scientists have been working on advanced fiber optics, and it looks like they're now gotten to a point where they have optical fibers that can give AIs human-like brains. So
Skynet.
Exactly.
You know what? No, it's crazy. I mean, and this is the thing. This is the thing. And I know, and I will have to dig deep into my Twitter feed, and I'm not going to. And if anybody that want to go look, you would have to look back a couple weeks.
At my face.
Yeah, I went through some news and I saw something about that. There was like a rally or something, and there was basically this company was able to produce like AI type software, and they had like all these people come. They basically came down and was like, no, we shouldn't do that. And it was like, I'm seeing this a lot. That wasn't the only time I saw that. Like, I've been seeing a lot of this, stop the AIs from happening, stop AIs from happening. Now, you got a lot of people who are, but see, here's the thing, and this is where it kills it. A lot of these people who are doing the rallying aren't doing so because they think AIs are a bad idea. It's the group that's just those. I'm not gonna cuss. It was one of those groups that just like to whine about stuff just for the sake of whining, and that's why that's crazy because the message might get lost because people are starting to know that people whine for the sake of being whining, but it was a legit thing. Like it was like, all right, I personally don't mind Cortana. I have no problem with Cortana. But
Well, Stephen Hawking and people like Stephen Hawking having so many words said we would be next to stupid to create true artificial intelligence. Because as we've all seen in almost every science fiction movie there is, when you have artificial intelligence that is true artificial intelligence that has the capacity to learn, to act on their own, bad things happen to humans.
well, they're just afraid because we'll be on the bottom of the food chain, unless
Obviously.
as they start letting people do their own cyborg, manipulations. I want a new arm. I'm a two
You know what?
This is not going to
You know what?
Moving right along.
I didn't say I want a new
along.
hand. I ain't trying to play I said I want a new arm. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just
No. Don't want to know.
I'm not touching that
I
one.
said I wanted new arms.
Listen, it's all right. Moving
Now,
along.
those arms are robotic, so there's fluid and stuff in the arms. Never mind. Stop.
See what y'all just did?
Nice try.
Again, see, ladies and gentlemen, so for those who are paying attention, that was 3 dirtbag moments in a row. That wasn't for me. I'm just saying. I was saying.
Listen, just because I appreciate old girl from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't mean I'm a dirtbag. It means I'm a heterosexual male.
Appreciate. Define appreciate.
I appreciate her beauty. She is a beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Last article. I'm surprised I'm even completing this.
Congratulations.
I know, right? This week, it's been put out there that Apple has really decided to punch cable in the eye. Apple is going to, fresh on the heels of their announcement that Apple TV will be $69 now, and that they've exclusively partnered with HBO to launch HBO Now next month. It's also been rumored strongly this week by the Wall Street Journal and others that in June, Apple is going to finally launch that rumored television service that Steve Jobs has been hinting at and working on for many years, and that this service will likely be $25, and it will include X amount of channels. I'm just going to say X amount of channels, but so far, partners include ABC, CW, basically everybody except Comcast channels of CBS and NBC, because they're upset that Apple is actually going to stick it to them.
Can I ask you something?
They need to, because I have an Apple TV, and that joint is not that great right now.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask y'all something? When did we start having to pay for ABC, CBS, and Fox and all that stuff?
We don't.
I thought that was free.
We don't. They're part of your basic package if you have like cable or Fios.
Even if you
have
Remember,
revenues.
you just plug your joint in there and just put a hanger there, and then it just pops up.
It still does.
And therein lies the rub, because you can't just get those channels. You have to get everything else, and then they charge you a gazillion dollars.
Well, what if I just only want ABC?
And that's what Apple's up to. Steve Jobs, years before he died, he felt, as a matter of philosophy, that we should consume television the same way we consume music digitally. That we should be able to pick what channels we want, and only those channels if that's all we wanted, rather than pay $80, $100 for hundreds of channels we don't even want to watch. Cable, on the other hand, said, no, we want $100, period.
But you remember, back in the day, you didn't even have to have cable. You just had to have a TV. And
Right.
you at least got ABC,
Yeah, but
CBS.
Which also brought up the drama from the late 90s, Rob?
Yeah, don't
We went
don't.
digital.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Was that whole drama when we went digital, and that was a big pain because when the analog signals dropped, everyone had to go get these stupid digital boxes that were made by some crazy off brands. No major brands made them, and you had to go get the digital boxes just so that you get your regular television. So my understanding is those channels are still broadcasting a digital signal as long as you have a digital box. They're there, so you can still get your basic television. You just, and then you could, if you wanted to get your add-on stuff, you could get that through the internet if you wanted to later on, and completely avoid the Apple TV altogether. But to his point, what Gikoni's saying as he sat by Steve Jobs' bedside as he was passing away, you saying, Gikoni, I want you to go forth and spread my gospel, and I want you to tell
Well,
them of my TV and
here,
tell them of my packages and
here's the
sell,
thing.
sell, sell.
Here's the thing. Even though we got hateration, it's not necessarily that this is an Apple thing. It's that, as we all know, when Apple decides to pursue something in technology, it becomes an industry thing. So, for instance, when Apple first came up with the idea of we're going to create this iTunes store where people can purchase music 99 cents or whatever, people thought it was crazy. We're going to always go to Tower Records. Where's Tower Records now? When Apple came out with this touchscreen little phone thing, people said, that's crazy. People love these little flip phones and things. They'll never get into that. Now everybody got a smartphone, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not about Apple entering the TV market for the Apple TV, the iPad, and iPhone, all the other stuff. It's that the other companies are going to follow suit, and this is a big win for the consumer. In fact, for those of you who have an Xbox One, Sling TV has launched a 30-day free trial on the Xbox One, which does this similar thing. Sling TV is a separate entity under the Dish brand. It's $20 a month, and you get like 17 channels, but it's like 17 channels that you're going to actually watch. And they got add-ons for like additionally $5, but they are also a service that's set out to cut the cord. Sling TV is not only on the Xbox One, it's just the only place I've seen it right now since its announcement in January. I think it's also on the Roku. So the big news about this is not that this is an original Apple idea, or maybe it is. It's the idea that when Apple gets behind a technology, the whole industry goes that way. So this could be the death blow of cable as we know it. And I predict personally that we're going to get to a point where the only thing Verizon and Comcast are going to be doing is offering data. And that won't even last long because Google is now getting in that market, as well as AT&T. And it looks like there was some leaks last fall that Steve Jobs was also plotting how to do free Wi-Fi for everybody in America. So Apple may get into that game too. So we may finally get to see the end of Comcast.
Can we get a round of applause? Clap that up.
And we should all unite in the battle against Comcast, regardless. Lastly, this is more like an editorial. I wanted to say some things. Now, there were some comments last week about the Apple Watch.
Oh, here we go.
And for the most part, it was pretty interesting, the conversation. But there was just this one thing that just stuck out, and it just drove me insane. Someone mentioned the 18-hour battery life and how they could not abide by the idea that you would have to charge this thing. And I just wanted to put it out there that a smartphone is called a smartphone because it's not a regular phone. If you want a regular phone that you don't have to charge, that don't do any processing, you can get this thing that you plug into the wall with a cord, and you can actually just talk on the phone and you never have to charge it. Likewise, if you want a plain old vanilla watch that tells the time and that's going to run on a battery that lasts forever, get you a plain old watch. But if you're going to get a smart watch, whether it's an LG, a Motorola, a Samsung, or Apple Watch, if it's a smart watch, it's going to require charging because it does more than just tell the time. it does a lot more than tell the time. So I wanted to clarify that fact that most people, if you have a smart device, whether it's a laptop, tablet, at some point you're plugging this bad boy up. And I'm going to tell you right now, if this thing lasted 18 hours and I only had to plug it up at night, I think that would be a victory, especially with the promise of going several days on a low power mode. So I wanted to clear that point up, and I also wanted to clear up some technical notes really quick about the Apple Watch. There are a lot of features that it will still have, even though you don't have your iPhone. The only things you're actually going to lose is the capability to receive notifications and GPS, because there is no independent GPS. But it will still tell time. It will still track your body stuff. It will still be able to play music and things of that nature. But we still don't know the range on it. So there it is. That was all I wanted to say. I wanted to go a lot harder, but I'm going to leave it at that. It is the way to the land.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, since Geekonius has had the last word, he feels vindicated. That's our show for today. Thank you for listening. We've got K-Face in the background, K-Face Supreme. He's backing up the Supreme. We've got effervescent sidekick this week, Big Baba Rob. We've got Darth Know-It-All, front stage. Myself, Fat Belly Samurai. Thank you. God bless. Good night.